PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com. We crowned two new teams as PacWest Tournament champions on the men's and women's side, in the first ever tournament of its kind in conference history. And we look back at 3 awesome days of basketball, filled with amazing plays by gritty players, and some exciting finishes you'll just have to see twice. Welcome to this brand new edition of PacWest Magazine. We're here at Azusa Pacific University, the site of the 2013 PacWest Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament Championships, our first ever. And it's day 1, so let's go check out the highlights.
We were honored to be actually the first PacWest game. It's another thing to add in our history of RU athletics, and so we were definitely excited. It was a great opportunity.
The one thing they did really good off was cutting away those wing passes into the post, but we did a good job of shooting a high-low and then running a person and overloading the side to throw that in. So I thought we did a good job of getting Jonna, Mandy, and Becca the ball.
This game was a great game, and I think not only because we won, but I think it's one of our better games that we played together as a team, and that's something that we need. And we have a great team, and I think in order for everybody to be great, we need to use everybody.
Everyone can go off on any certain night, and right now everyone kind of is going off on the same night, so that's really hard to guard. We have the inside, we have Erica bringing our energy, not even on offense, her defense is what makes our offense work.
We knew it was going to be a battle. They had a lot of confidence coming in from the last game, and luckily we had some of our seniors step up with 2-3 minutes left to go in the game. They just really stepped up.
Those guys are our rivals, so we knew that they weren't going to back down, and we still had a bitter taste in our mouths from them beating us on Saturday. So we came into the game just knowing that it was going to be tough. There was going to be a lot of grabbing and fighting, and it was going to be a battle. And I believed it was going to come down to the last possession as well.
They had a great year. I thought their coach did an incredible job, and they were down, could have quit a few times, and they just kept coming back. We'd get up 10, then come back again, and we were lucky to win.
So that's day 1 of our PacWest Basketball Tournament Championships. On our women's side, Dixie State and Academy of Art, they advance to tomorrow. And on our men's side, Chamiande and BYU Hawaii will also be playing in the semifinals. So stick around after this break. We bring you day 2 of this tournament right here on PacWest Magazine.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community.
I chose Division II because I can double major.
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship.
I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose Division II.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. It's day 2 of the PacWest Basketball Tournament Championships, and that means the semifinal rounds. And we already got a good one between Grand Canyon and RU to start off the day.
I'm just really proud of this team. That was probably the gutsiest performance I've ever coached, in 8 years of coaching. Proud of my seniors because they really stepped up. They made key plays down the stretch on both ends of the court, and really they wanted this game so bad. This is something that we talked about from the beginning of the season as one of our goals.
The girls have really pulled together all year long. I think it's a testament to their hard work that we were able to get the win tonight.
It was a hard-fought game. Both teams were playing great defense. There was a time there in the first half I thought the final score was going to end up 30-30. And luckily we started off, we had a cold streak shooting. We were 2 for 12 in the first half. Got pretty good clean looks. Grand Canyon plays tough defense. And we were still managed to get some good looks on them, just couldn't knock them down. And I knew in the second half that we would start knocking down some shots.
I was pretty happy with the adjustments we made in the second half. I'd too many turnovers the first half. They were just more physical. They were getting after it, and we made some adjustments, and our guys play. The advantage they have over us is they had that game last night. Sometimes the first game in the tournament, you get those little jitters, and the advantage we have is we only played the one game, and this is their second game. So we had an advantage that way, but I thought they had an advantage where they got the jitters out, and I think our guys were a little nervous that first half, and played a lot better the second half.
Championship Saturday kicked off with a battle for the women's tournament crown between the number 3 seed Academy of Art and the top-seeded HPUC Warriors, who easily knocked off Dixie State in the semifinals and looked confident going into the tourney's last day. The Urban Knights were coming off the most exciting game of the tournament, an overtime victory over the mighty Grand Canyon Antelopes that seized its place in the final. The Knights, however, didn't look like they would be suffering a letdown early, jumping on the Sea Warriors in the first 10 minutes of the game and going up by as much as 8. But that's when HPU started to turn it on. Behind an all-star performance by Melody Ladrito to take a 4-point lead into the break. But in the second half, the wheels came off on the Sea Warrior offense. But the bigger blow to Hawaii Pacific was an injury to their fiery leader, Ladrito, whose team couldn't quite find a replacement for her spark as the championship minutes ticked away in the Felix Event Center. And that's when Coach Lene Larson's squad turned it up a notch, outscoring HPU 49-19 in the second half, with inspired play from its seniors, who refused to let this game slip away in their final year. Starting with guard Jordan Rogers, the sweet shooter from Sparks, Nevada, would pour in 17 points en route to being named Tournament Most Valuable Player. Joining Rogers on the All-Tournament team was teammate Ariel Dale. The LA native was nothing short of spectacular in the 3 days of the tournament, following up her near buzzer beater in the semis to score 13 points to go along with 11 rebounds in a championship game she will never forget. Not to be forgotten is the Knights' 6'2" terror in the post, Katie Wade. Her dominance down low added 15 points and 11 boards to her team totals, including several and ones to get the crowd going. Regina Camara, only a freshman, secured her spot on the All-Tournament team with her third straight 13-point game. Zoe Shang, Elisa Griggs, Jasmine Gwynn, and Nicole Bisek put the final touches on the ArtU effort. And when the final buzzer sounded, it was the Academy of Art University Urban Knights from San Francisco, claiming the first ever PacWest basketball tournament championship and guaranteeing their spot in the NCAA tournament.
You know, this is something that we strive for from the beginning of the year, and it's become a dream's become a reality, and it's a tribute to how hard this team's worked, the things that they've overcome throughout the season, and the way that they finished on a 9-game winning streak, and then to dominate that championship game just shows you their mentality. They were ready, they were focused, and you know, we really locked down defensively. That's where it started from us. You know, for us from day one is defense and rebounding, and I thought we did an outstanding job of that tonight.
That was like a blessing, of course, but all I really wanted for my senior year was to win the tournament, because I haven't like accomplished anything like this in my 4 years in college. So to get this win and this championship was all I really wanted for my senior year. We definitely struggled at the second half of the first half. We started turning the ball over. We were being like careless on offense, taking quick shots and stuff. But we went in at halftime. We talked to each other. We came together and we just went out hard in the second half. And we started playing together like we know we could play. You know, we started playing our game, and that's when we just took the lead and ran with it.
I mean, I knew coming into this program, like this year especially, we were capable of doing big things, and I was so excited to be able to be a part of that. And I knew, like, coming in, I wanted to be like I wanted to be a big asset to this team. And I mean, this feels great doing this as a freshman, but I mean, it feels even greater doing it for these seniors, because I know they all wanted it so much. And it feels so great to be able to be one of those who helped us get here and just do it for those seniors. Like, I'm really proud of all of them. I'm proud of our team.
It feels so good. I'm so excited. Like, that's all I can say. It's the best feeling in the world. Like Jordan, in my years of college, I've been close, but we've never won a championship. To actually get it done, it takes so much hard work and to get through, and we did it. Like, I was on the court smiling because I knew it was coming. We had a hard game yesterday, we had a great game today, and we finished it. The best part of it is that we executed, and we couldn't do anything better for Coach L.
I have 5 seniors, and they mean the world to me. You know, one of them was here when I got here and has experienced the struggles they went through before, and the other 4 transferred in my first year, and they really believed in our system and bought into what we wanted to do, and they took a chance coming to Academy of Art, to a program that hadn't had a winning season, and you know, they bought into the vision of, I know we can win a championship here. And so that meant the world to me, that they trusted me enough to come here, and then to invest in my program, like, has been unbelievably rewarding. I can't thank them enough, and I wanted this for them. They'll never get this opportunity again, and they deserved it. It is years of hard work, and you know, once again, them taking a chance on, you know, a very young coach and a very young program, and they have really made Academy of Art into a contender.
HBU's Sky Savini, who joined the 3 Urban Knights, as well as Dixie State's Jonna Brown and Grand Canyon's Judy Jones on the all-tournament team, chipped in 9 points and 5 boards for her Sea Warrior squad, who, despite winning 7 out of its last 11 games, including one on the road at Grand Canyon, was inexplicably left out of the West Regional field of 8 and will have a long offseason to ponder what could have been.
Tough way to end the season for the PacWest for us. I thought our academy did a great job. Lene's a great coach, great program. Kids did a good job. You know, I think at the same time, you know, for our kids, you know, we made a good push this year. You know, they really pulled together, and just a tough way to end it. But at the same time, I'm just really proud of our team. You know,
it was a tough loss. Definitely, we struggled throughout the season. It felt good to come in and have a strong start yesterday against Dixie, but I think with Bing getting hurt was probably our low. She got a burst of energy off the bench, and she got our momentum going. So after she got hurt, it was kind of hard to pick it back up. But it was a good season.
I couldn't be more excited. That is something that we talked about, you know, from the beginning of the year. That was our goal. You know, I don't know how many people really believe that except us, and you know, the fact that it's actually happening right now, I think we're all on cloud 9. You know, it's an unbelievable opportunity, you know, just to get here to the championship game. We're like, this is what we asked for, and so we went out and took care of business, and now I don't even have to worry about being on that bubble. We are an automatic bid, and it's just a matter of seeing what seed we are. So we are excited. This team's definitely playing really well right now, and it'll be really fun to see what we can do.
Congratulations to Academy of Art, the first ever squad in conference history to call themselves PacWest Tournament Champions. The first ever PacWest Men's Basketball Tournament Championship game featured the 3rd-seeded Chaminade Silver Swords and the number 1 seed Dixie State Red Storm under 5-time PacWest Coach of the Year John Judkins. The Silver Swords managed only 58 points in the semis against the 2-seed Antelopes of Grand Canyon, and Coach Eric Bovaert knew his team would have to do much better than that to bring down the top-seeded Dixie State. In the first half, senior guard Benny Murray, who did not play in the semifinals, answered the bell quickly, knocking down big threes and finishing here with a thunderous dunk to keep the Swords in control throughout most of the first. Meanwhile, his teammate, PacWest Player of the Year DeAndre Haskins, had to shrug off 2 big and eventually costly offensive fouls to carry the load for the Swords, who were completely undersized in the post. Dixie's All-PacWest first-teamer Zach Robbins was his usual force inside for the Red Storm, and was loudly backed by family and friends from nearby Upland, California. Less than 20 miles away from the Azusa Pacific campus, and the site of the first ever game of this kind. The Red Storm's other big man, Stephen Larson, had a breakthrough game on this evening, dropping 22 points in the Silver Swords to go with his 7 rebounds, never letting Chamiande get farther than 7 points away from the regular season champs. Even with big shots from Lee Bailey and Wally Coulibaly, Chamiande would take only a slim 4-point advantage over the scrappy Dixie State squad heading into the locker room at the break. In the second half, it was more of the Murray show. Chaminande's number 10 could not be stopped and racked up a game-high 27 points to earn his spot on the all-tournament team. But Chaminande's hot shooting would not last, and Dixie State would take full advantage, picking up the pace in the Swords and wearing down their opponents down the stretch. Robbins concluded his PacWest tournament with a double-double of 14 points and 11 rebounds. His performance landing him a spot on the all-tournament team. Joining Robbins on the team was McKay Massey, a true spark plug for the Red Storm, pouring in 21 points of his own and keeping his teammates pumped throughout the game. But it was Stephen Larson, whose big numbers helped him to finish as the tournament's most valuable player, with another spectacular performance for the team in red, white, and blue. Kimball Payne and Dalton Grosskreutz both scored in double figures themselves to put the finishing touches on a marvelous run for Dixie State. And when the buzzer sounded, it was official. The Dixie State Red Storm are the PacWest Men's Basketball Tournament champions.
That was great, wasn't it? No, that was a lot of fun. I mean, it's great. Again, I give a lot of credit to Azusa to run this tournament. I thought they did a great job. But you know, first PacWest champs, tournament champs, were pretty excited. I thought that game was a crazy one. I mean, it kind of helps us for next week. I thought that was a perfect way. But I give these guys and all 13 of my players credit. They worked extremely hard and never gave up and just kept fighting, and that's how we got it.
Yeah, right now it's just a great feeling of excitement. It's really kind of adds to that to be able to have a lot of my family and friends were able to come to live pretty close by, and just to have their support really means a lot to me. So just great feeling right now.
Well, I mean, as Zach was saying, it's a great feeling right now. Of course, I need to give all the credit to my teammates, though, because I mean, I'm catching the ball down on the scoring. So I mean, we have Matt, Kimball, Quan, everybody passing to me. Zach's the greatest interior passer I've ever played with, so I have to give all the credit to my teammates, but it feels great right now.
I mean, it was a great environment, and we had lots of fans coming down, so we're excited for that, and it was just what you would expect for a conference tournament championship. It was really physical, it was just really close to the very end, and we're just glad that we pulled out the W.
We started to rebound. They killed us on the glass, and at halftime, that's all we talked about. I mean, they had 33 points out of the 38 were off turnovers and rebounds, offensive rebounds. So, you know, we did a lot better job of blocking off and getting those long rebounds, and that's why I think we got our lead. Our motto is play defense, rebound, and run.
For Chaminade, it would be a tough pill to swallow, but the all-tournament performances by seniors Benny Murray and DeAndre Haskins will give the Swords confidence as they head into the NCAA West Regional, as one of 3 PacWest teams along with Dixie State and Grand Canyon.
Both teams played hard. You know, Dixie does a great job of executing the things they do. They run the floor hard, and we knew they were going to do that, and I thought we matched it for the majority of the game. There was a run late, I think around the 4-minute mark, that kind of hurt us. It really hurt us. They got up 4 or 5 during that stretch, but it was a tight ball game. I'm proud of our guys. They played tough, and and hopefully we'll see them again in regionals. They executed what we wanted to execute. They did a great job, and we just had a couple of breaks that just didn't go our way.
I mean, the atmosphere was exactly what we thought it was going to be. It was going to be a tough-fought game. Neither team wanted to lose. I think just unfortunately, like Coach said, we had a breakdown those final couple of minutes, and you know, it came down. We missed some wide open shots. You know, if some of those shots, you know, would have went down, you know, it might have been a different story. But yeah, you know, they played a good game. Everybody, you know, dreams of playing in some type of championship or everything. And like you said, it's bittersweet. But you know, I'm glad I was able to. I'm glad our whole team was able to go out and give a full-out effort. I think everybody left everything on the floor, and you know, that's all you could really ask for.
We matched, you know, their physical intensity 95% of the game, but that one little run pushed them ahead, and then, you know, even from then on, it was kind of even. We had chances, but we just couldn't really pull through. But you know, it's everything you know a championship game is going to be. It's, every possession, the entire game, what is important. It's no, you can take no plays off. You can't take that break, you know, either offensively or defensively, because you know, in any momentum shift could be the game. And I think our team did a great job the entire game, trying to match their intensity, trying to get bodies on their bigs, and yeah, they had that one stretch, but other than that, it was a great feeling just to be out there, especially in the first PacWest championship game. That was something special.
Well, again, like I said earlier, it's just huge. I mean, to win the first PacWest tournament is big for us. It's one of our goals. You know, everything's kind of falling in place for us right now, and we still have one more that we have set high. You know, we won the conference, we won this, and now we want to go win the NCAA tournament. So I think these guys can do it. I really believe they can if they'll buy into our stuff, our system, and our scout reports. I think we've got a very good chance. I'm proud of these guys. They worked so hard to get here, and we got 6 more to go.
What a PacWest basketball championship tournament to witness. What a memorable experience for our student athletes, coaches, administrators, and especially the fans. The PacWest inaugural basketball tournament was an absolute success. Good luck to all our teams headed to the NCAA tournament, and don't be surprised if one of them brings home the national championship. It is with tremendous pride that we call ourselves the PacWest. Let the celebration begin. It's Dixie State. They're the champion on the men's side. On the women's side, it's RU. For all of us here at the PacWest, Bob Hogue, our commissioner, we'll see you next week on PacWest Magazine. PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com.